Good afternoon, everybody. It's Anita with Artistically Yours. This is week number 3 or 4 of Tuesdays at 2, and I'm glad you could join me today. Still at home, still enjoying being at home. There's always stuff to do. Now I know what retired people think when they always say, I'm busier now that I'm retired than I ever was when I was working. And even though I'm not retired, I sort of feel the same way. There's always stuff to do. I'm not bored. I'm not terribly lonesome. And thanks to you guys, it helps to make my life nicer because you join me for these live videos. So, a couple things I wanted to tell you. I can show you the cover. I got this in the mail yesterday. It's the brand new Cadillac of catalogs. How's that? So, I got it in the mail yesterday. I've been browsing it and enjoying it very much. It came along with this beginner's catalog. It was like a brochure. It's not. It is a catalog, but it kind of gives you an idea. If you're a beginner stamper, don't know what to try, what to get, this gives you some nice, easy ideas. So we will talk more about that the beginning of June. So I'm going to set those aside for now. We've still got about another month of this catalog, the 2019 to 2020 catalog. So today what I thought that we would do is use some retiring products, stuff that I love that I'm really going to miss because it's not in the new catalog. So I thought, you know, this is a good chance for me to use this stuff, and I will keep using it even after. But this way, you know, if it's something that you like and want, you can order it in the next month and still be able to get it. One of the things that is going is this Grapefruit Grove color. It is one of the in colors that was from 2018 to 2020. So that also includes the Grapefruit Grove everything. It includes the cardstock, the ink pads, the markers. Anything in this color is going to be gone, sadly. Because it's one of my favorites. But there are 5 new colors that are starting the beginning of June, and I will tell you more about that the beginning of June. So, other than that, we've got the host code that I will post below. It's in another post as well. It is E6QWTK7Q. And I will put that below. My paper that I had written on is downstairs, so I don't have it right here. So, what we're going to do today is use some of these retiring items while I still have a chance. First I wanted to show you, we've got friends with an anniversary coming up, and I secretly got the wife's gift for the husband. He asked me to order it. It's here. And then I said, oh, do you want me to make a card? Then you don't have to go and buy one. So I'm going to give him a choice of 2. This is the one that I made already. The other one I'm going to show you. I'm going to make 2 cards today, actually, so I'm not going to dawdle too much. But I really love this. It's got some really beautiful extra stuff, I think, that's nice for an anniversary. But I'll show you the other one. We're going to make it together today. But it's not going to be the retiring Grapefruit Grove one. So let me switch you around here so you can see what is happening. And hopefully the lighting is going to be okay here today. Sometimes it's a difficult thing. All right, so what we're going to do is use the Botanical Bliss set, which I really, really love, and it matches with the Botanical Dies So what we're going to do first is cut out This is from the Stitched Shapes, just a round piece, and I'm going to put that here. I think it just about fit when I tried earlier. Here's hoping. And then the botanical dye bird. Now you remember this set is the same one, same set that I used to make this. So yes, I'm not going to be able to sell this after June. So if you really love it, you better get it now. All right, so I'm going to just put these here. Actually, I'm not certain that's going to fit on this piece of paper. Hold on, I had another one right here. That's gonna, that way I won't have to do it twice. All right, so I'm just gonna set this here, kind of set it in the middle, and meanwhile, I'm gonna move this to the edge here because we're gonna do a double. And this is just from the circle shapes. So I have one that's just a little bit bigger than the one that I've already got on here. All right, so we're gonna cut them all out together, save time. Whoops, this slipped. Hold on a second. Here we go. Let's get it in here. And again, this is the Big Shot. It is going to be in the new catalog. It is not in our old one. Not available for sale, but it will be in the new catalog. So this is like, if you ever want to think about, you know, what can I get that's going to be really worthwhile, the Big Shot will be it. It's going to be called something different in the new catalog. We will talk about that when it comes. Okay. So let's, oh, I didn't get that too even, did I? All right, let's try that one again. See what happens when you're trying to be efficient and in a hurry. All right, so we do have this Grapefruit Grove bigger circle cut out. We're going to try this one again. Let's put the paper down and get the little tiny bits out of here. Okay, let's see if I can make this a little more even than I did the last one. That looks better. Not sure what happened, but that's me. I always seem to do things that way. Hi, Jessica. All right, and we're just going to swing that around again. That looks much better. And as you can see, my plates are very well worn. You're cutting paper too, huh? There's always plenty to do. Okay, and we're just going to get these little bits out of here. I don't think I need to get out the little brush to do that with because it came out really nice. Okay, so let's just get rid of that. And then also, while we've got the machine out, I'm going to use this. This is also retiring. I love this tufted embossing folder. So I'm glad I have it, but if you want it, now's the time to order it. So what I'm going to do is just stick this. This is a 5 by 3 3/4 paper. So I'm just going to stick that in here. Let me make sure it's even. Yep. Okay. And I'm going to put the regular cutting thing in here. I seem to make all kinds of noise, don't I? Okay, let me see if I did that. Enough? Yeah. Can you see how beautiful that is? I love it. Okay, so we're all done with the Big Shot for now, so I'm going to get it out of the way. And we're already just about done with our card, believe it or not. So I started with a piece of 5.5 by 4. And I had everything all here and ready, and now I'm not seeing my bone folder. It's okay. Oh, I do see it. Hold on just a second. Okay, and now we're just going to put on the next piece. This is the Grapefruit Grove, and it is 5 1/4 by 4. And I am going to put these measurements and things onto into the comments here on this post. All right. All right. So now let me put this where you can see it. Just going to put the Grapefruit Grove piece on, and then we're going to put the tufted piece on. Same way. We're also getting a brand new adhesive. So there's going to be a lot to talk about the beginning of June. But until then, we've got a couple weeks left of May. All right, so we're putting on the tufted piece. That was the 5 by 3 3/4. And now we've got the round piece of the Grapefruit Grove, and then the Whisper White. I'm going to do the same thing, just put some adhesive on it and stick it on here. Doesn't that look so cute? That would even make a pretty bookmark, don't you think? Now I've got Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm just going to stick a few on here. Take the backs off. These I love. They're like one of my favorite things. They just really make it look so nice. All right. And now we're going to just put that in place. And then what I want to do is just stamp with the Botanical Bliss. The only stamping on this card, I'm going to use Friend. Okay, so we're going to take the Grapefruit Grove and I'm just going to stamp Friend. And I'm just going to use scissors for this because I think it's just about as fast. So I'm just going to cut along here and kind of make these two sides even. And I'm going to cut a little bit off the bottom. So it's sort of even. And I learned this little trick. I'm going to put a little dot sort of in the middle here and here. You might not be able to see the dot, but I can see it. And I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut from the edges into that dot. And then it makes a cute little banner. So let's do that on this side as well. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I've got a bunch of little brads here, and they are also in the catalog. I'm just going to, they're really small, so I'm going to see if I can just, and they're all mixed in together, of course. I'm going to see if I can get two here that are the same. Shut this up because they will end up on the floor. And then for this, what I like to do, hi Paige, I like to just put a little hole through on each side because it makes it easier to get the brad through. And as usual, my seam ripper comes to the rescue. I'm just going to put that through. All right, I happen to have more than just two out. And we're gonna stick one on one side and then the other on the other side. Yeah, I can see now they are the same color. Okay. That's that. And now a couple of more of the dimensionals, one on each side. And you want to make sure that this little edge is not sticking out so that it can be seen. So you might need to twist your brad a little bit. And then I'm just going to stick this right in the middle. And there's the first card already. All with retiring items. So it's sad, but get them while you can. Okay, so, and then for the second card, I've got something fun. I had done this a long time ago and forgot all about these little flowers. So for this one, we're going to use Very Versailles, which I really love this. This is in the new catalog. So, but what I'm going to do is make some little flowers. So we are going to use, I'll show you the finished product and then you can kind of envision it because my fingers are big, so you might not really get to see what I'm trying to do. So this is going to be the finished product. So it's going to have these little flowers on them. And I've also done cards where I've done all the way around so it really makes a big flower. But for this I thought, oh, I'm just going to use the little ones. All right, so we are going to start with this designer series paper. And you want to have paper that has two sides of, you know, some sort of a design. That makes it pretty. And then I'm going to use a 1 3/4 punch. If you've got a 1 3/4 die, or any size really that is about this size or smaller, this one's perfect for my big fingers, like I said. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to cut 3 of these flowers out. And I don't care where on the paper they are. Doesn't really matter to me. Okay, so we're done with that. So what I'm going to do is take this and I am going to fold it in half. Okay? And it's a little hard to see because these are dark papers. But I'm going to fold it in half and then I'm going to fold it in half again so that it's in a little quarter. And then you're going to unfold it and I'm going to just fold the edge of 1/4 so that it meets the 2 lines that I've already sort of scored. And you're going to do that on 2 sides here. All right, I told you I have big fingers. And when you're in front of the camera, somehow it doesn't want to work right. All right, so see how I've done that? And so then what I'm going to do is turn it over and you're going to put this edge to the middle line that you scored. And there you have one of your little flowers already. All right, so I'm going to do it again. So what you're going to do is fold each circle in quarters. And there are directions for this. I will post a link with directions because this is such a cute little thing for all sorts of stuff. All right, and then we're going to stick that edge in and this edge in, turn it over, and then line it up toward the middle. There's the second one done, and we're going to do it again. So cut or fold it into quarters so that you've got nice creases. And then you're gonna fold this in and this in. So the ones next to each other, and then you're gonna just fold that in to the middle. And hopefully you can see how I did that. It's a little bit awkward to see. All right, so for this one, we've got Night of Navy, which is 5.5 by 4 1/4. Okay, then I've got a piece of Sahara Sand, 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm gonna already, while I have, whoops, get the dimensionals out of the way. I'm gonna take the Sahara Sand and I'm gonna put it onto the Night of Navy. All right, and then I've got a piece of Very Vanilla, and it is 5 by 3 3/4. So as I said, we're gonna use the Very Versailles stamp set. So what I'm gonna do with this is take the lettering, excuse me, and I'm also gonna use the Sahara Sand ink. So I'm gonna just stamp that up and then put it down the middle of that. All right, and then I am going to use, sorry, my arm is in your way, I am sure. I'm going to use an Old Olive marker. Now here's something we have not done before. I don't have the ink color Old Olive in a stamp pad. I do have the Stampin' Write marker. So what I'm going to do is take the fat end. I'm going to put it on there already. Let me make sure that's on there good. And whoops. There we go. And I'm just going to color this. And this makes it kind of nice because that way, you know, if you do have markers and you don't have the ink color, this works just as well. It does take a little bit longer because you do need to make sure you have it all colored in good. But hey, it works. And it does clean up very well. I'm not sure about other brands of markers, but the Stampin' Up markers will work just fine for this. And they clean up just as nice. I already did it before today and you couldn't even tell on the ink pad or on the stamp. All right, let me shut this up. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of breath. Moisten it up a little bit in case it dried too much. And then I'm going to put that right up the middle. I just love the stamp set. I can't tell you how much I love the stamp set. Okay, and now let's shut this up. Now I'm going to just attach my little flowers. So again, I'm just going to turn it upside down. And I'm trying to make it sort of look like they're growing on this vine. All right, let me get the other one here. I want to make sure I sort of get it in the right spot where I want it. And then, whoops. I'm just going to attach that nearby. There you go. And then to finish it off, I'm going to use Night of Navy. And like I said, I'm going to give my friend a choice of which one of these cards he wants to give to his wife for their anniversary. She's not watching, so I can talk about it. I'm going to use Night of Navy, and this is a Love You from the Sweetly Swirled stamp set. So what I was thinking was I'm just going to stick it. I'm thinking right down here. And then that way he can decide which one he likes better. And so we've got the base here. We've got everything all set to go. I'm going to put some more adhesive on here. And then we're just going to attach it. And there you go. That's the second card. So this was the first one that I made earlier today, and then the second one. And so today the two full cards that we made are these two. So I hope you enjoyed that. I know I loved making them. I was glad to do this dahlia fold again. It's been a long time. So that's that for that. So I hope that you enjoyed today's Tuesdays at 2, and join me again next week. We'll have more fun stuff to work on. But remember, if you want any of the retiring stuff, you really need to get it ordered before the end of the month, because once June comes, it's going to be gone. So you don't want to miss out on something you really love because of that. Hostess code is going to be down below. And I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you next Tuesday. Have a great time. Bye-bye.